Pope Leo I is a very important figure in history. He's often called Pope Leo the Great. He was the Pope from 440 AD to 461 AD. This was a long time ago in the 5th century. Leo lived during a period of great change and difficulty. The world around him was shifting. He provided strong leadership when it was most needed. His actions and words helped shape the Christian Church in very significant ways. He stood as a beacon of stability. The Roman Empire was facing immense challenges during Leo's time. Its western part was weakening considerably. It was struggling to maintain its borders and its authority. Barbarian groups were moving across Europe. Some were invading Roman territories. This created a lot of fear and uncertainty for the people living there. The old order seemed to be crumbling. People longed for security and guidance. Strong leaders were desperately needed in both civic and religious life. The Christian Church itself was also navigating difficult waters. There were many important questions being discussed. These questions were about core Christian beliefs. Different ideas about the nature of Jesus Christ were being debated. Some of these ideas caused division among believers. The Church needed clear teaching and firm guidance. Pope Leo stepped into this situation with wisdom and courage. He worked hard to clarify teachings and unite the faithful. Pope Leo the Great became known as a steady hand in these turbulent times. He's recognized as a doctor of the Church. This is a special title given to saints whose writings are considered very important. His leadership was crucial for the city of Rome. It was also vital for the wider Christian community. He showed remarkable courage in facing threats. He offered profound wisdom through his writings and sermons. His papacy left a lasting mark on Christianity. We do not know a great deal about Pope Leo's earliest years. Historians believe he was likely born in Tuscany, a region in Italy. The exact date of his birth is not recorded. However, it is understood that he received a very good education. This education would have prepared him well for his future responsibilities. It gave him the skills in writing and speaking that he later used so effectively. His early life laid the foundation for his later service. He was clearly a man of considerable talent from a young age. Before becoming Pope, Leo served the Church in Rome as a deacon. This was an important role. Deacons assisted the Bishop of Rome, the Pope, in many ways. Leo was highly respected for his abilities and his character. He became a trusted advisor to Pope Celestine I and Pope Sixtus III. He was often sent on important missions for the Church. His diplomatic skills and keen intellect were already evident. People recognized his potential for greater leadership within the Church structure. In the year 440 AD, Pope Sixtus III died. At that very time, Leo was away from Rome. He was on an important diplomatic mission in Gaul, which is now modern-day France. He was trying to reconcile two Roman generals. Despite his absence, the clergy and people of Rome chose him as their new pope. This decision showed the immense trust and high regard they had for him. His reputation for wisdom and leadership had clearly spread widely. Upon hearing the news of his election, Leo returned to Rome. He was welcomed with great enthusiasm by the people. He understood the heavy responsibilities that now rested on his shoulders. The city of Rome was facing many problems, including food shortages and the threat of invasion. The Church needed a strong voice to guide it through theological controversies. Leo was prepared to meet these challenges head-on. He began his papal ministry with great energy and a clear sense of purpose. Pope Leo the Great was known for his impressive diplomatic skills. These skills were essential during his papacy. The Western Roman Empire was very fragile and often unable to protect its own capital. Leo frequently stepped into the role of a civic leader and protector. He understood that his responsibilities extended beyond purely spiritual matters. He had to safeguard the people of Rome from various threats. He negotiated with powerful figures to ensure the city's survival. His courage in these moments was remarkable. One of the most famous events in Leo's life was his encounter with Attila the Hun in 452 AD. Attila was the fearsome leader of the Huns. His armies had been devastating parts of Europe. They were now marching towards the city of Rome. Panic spread among the citizens. The Roman emperor seemed powerless to stop them. Pope Leo, unarmed and accompanied by only a few companions, courageously went out to meet Attila. This was an incredibly brave and dangerous undertaking. The meeting between Pope Leo and Attila the Hun took place near the city of Mantua. The details of their conversation are not fully known. However, the outcome was astonishing. Attila, the scourge of God, decided to turn his army back. He did not attack Rome. The city was spared from destruction and plunder. Legends grew around this event. Some said that Attila saw a vision of Saints Peter and Paul threatening him. Whatever the exact reason, Leo's intervention was seen as miraculous. Beyond his diplomatic achievements, Leo played a crucial role in defining church doctrine. In 451 AD, the Council of Chalcedon was held. This was a very important gathering of bishops from across the Christian world. The main topic was the nature of Jesus Christ. There were conflicting teachings causing confusion. Pope Leo sent a long letter to the council known as the Tome of Leo. This document clearly explained the belief that Jesus is one person with two natures, fully divine and fully human. His clarity was pivotal. Pope Leo's theological contributions were profound and have had a lasting impact. His most famous written work, the Tome of Leo, was instrumental at the Council of Chalcedon. It provided a clear and orthodox explanation of Christ's dual nature. This helped the Church to reject heretical views. It affirmed that Jesus was truly God and truly man, without confusion or separation of his natures. Leo's ability to articulate complex theology in an accessible way was a great gift to the Church. Beyond the tome, Pope Leo's sermons and letters were also very influential. He delivered many sermons to the people of Rome. These sermons covered various aspects of Christian life and belief. He wrote numerous letters to bishops and other leaders throughout the Christian world. In these letters, he offered guidance, addressed disputes, and worked to maintain the unity of the Church. His writings reveal a deep understanding of Scripture and a pastoral heart. They continue to be studied for their spiritual wisdom. Pope Leo also strongly emphasized the authority of the Bishop of Rome. He believed that the Pope, as the successor of St. Peter, held a special position of primacy in the Church. He articulated this concept of Petrine primacy with great clarity and force. He saw it as his duty to care for all the churches. This understanding of papal authority was significantly strengthened during his pontificate. His efforts helped to centralize church governance and provide a focal point of unity. Pope Leo the Great died on November 10, 461 AD. He is remembered as one of the most important popes in history. His legacy is multifaceted. He was a courageous defender of Rome. He was a brilliant theologian who clarified essential Christian doctrines. He was a skilled administrator who strengthened the papacy. His firm leadership during a chaotic era provided stability and direction. The influence of Pope Leo the Great is still felt in the Christian Church today, many centuries after his death.